So I play a lot of singer-songwriter solo gigs, and I had an idea. I decided to go out and get these in-ear monitors. They're the KZ DQS. And the idea is that on a typical gig, there's a small PA and there's no monitoring system. So I'm relying entirely on the PA to hear my vocal and guitar. So what I wanted to do was just run a headphone out of the PA with an extension cable and then use that to monitor my performance. So far I'm very impressed with these. They supposedly have a bit of a bass boost, but I don't hear that in terms of vocal and guitar. And also, typically I EQ my vocal, I roll off a bit of bass, maybe boost the highs. So I'm simulating that in my own mixing board at home to see what these sound like. And so far they sound great. They sound very warm. It's a bit more of a clinical environment with the IEMs compared to listening to a wedge or a PA in a live situation. But that's something I could get used to. And I can't discount the fact that when I actually try them in a live scenario, the PA will be bleeding into the microphone and I'll get a little bit more of that liveness in the IEMs. So I'll show you what my test setup is now. So here's the test setup. I've got a Shure Beta 58. And I've been playing my live solo gigs primarily with an electric guitar. So here's my amp simulator, an old Pod 2.0. Don't laugh. I still think the AC30 model on this is quite good. Running the vocal and guitar into an old Fostex board I have kicking around. And I've set the EQ on the vocal very similar to the EQ on the PA in the live venue I was playing at. Unfortunately, that residency, I've wrapped it up. So I can't do a test in a live setting quite yet. But as soon as I get around to it, I'll post another video and give you my feedback of how it feels to use IEMs in a solo singer-songwriter gig. And just a final thing, these particular IEMs don't come with a cinch. So I just use a twist tie, and so that when you place the IEMs on your ears, then you cinch this up so that you get a nice fit on the back of your head, and that helps prevent the IEMs from coming loose in your ears. The other thing, in terms of using cabling rather than wireless, this is like a 10-foot extension. So what I'm doing is I'm running that extension around my belt and then hooking it up to the IEM wire, because the IEM wire is pretty short, so I wouldn't run this around your belt to secure it. And that way you have less chance of tugging on the headset. Cheers.